Namaste children. So children, today we'll continue lesson number 2, that is people as a resources. In my video and in my MS Teams interactive class, we have discussed the next part of the chapter, that is what are the different steps taken by government to encourage education in as a resource. How government encourages education in country, and in that we discussed about different steps taken by government in education sector, in which we discussed about Sarva Shiksha Abhiyan, Navodaya Vidyalaya, bridge courses, back to campus, midday meal schemes. We have discussed all this, that these are the various steps taken by government to encourage education in our country so that education sector can be developed. Then children, we also discussed about health, that what steps are taken by government to develop health sector and to improve health sector. In that we discussed about the new health policy where unprivileged and poor people are being given more importance. We also discussed that how medical colleges, how different hospitals, multi-specialty hospitals have increased, how beds have increased in the hospitals, how different ICUs have increased, how we have increased the number of ventilators, especially in this phase of COVID-19. All these things we have discussed, and now we are working very hard on invention of machine, on an invention of vaccine for corona. So all these things we have discussed in the previous video. And today we'll discuss the next or the last part of the lesson, that is different types of unemployment. I've already revised this topic in some of the sections of 9th in my interactive class. But once again, I will just revise so that all the students, those who see the video, those who are not attending interactive classes, I don't know why, what is the reason why they are not attending. We'll discuss once again different types of unemployment. First, we will start with rural unemployment, that is seasonal unemployment. Before that, we will just understand definition of unemployment. If in exam the question comes, define unemployment and discuss its type. So definition of unemployment is a situation in which a person is willing to do any work for a given wage rate, but he is not able to find any work due to lack of employment opportunities. Please give more attention to the word is willing to do the work. He is wishing, he wills that he wants to do the work, and then he is not getting any work. Just I'll explain you with help of example. Suppose today children, I have decided that I will leave my job, take rest at home, and I will take care of my children. And then I'm not doing job, I have taken a break for 2 years. So if a survey is done in a country and that a surveyor comes and asks me, what is your qualification, what you are doing, I just tell that I am not doing anything. Will I come in category of unemployed? No, I will not come in category of unemployed because I am not willing to do the work. But suppose after 2 years I am fed up and I say that no, once again I want to join a job and I am applying. But due to lack of employment opportunities, I am not getting any work. And as I am not getting any work, I will come in category of unemployed, isn't it? So this is the best example. Suppose in a family, if the children are willing to do the work but they are not getting the work, they come in category of unemployed. Okay. So this is definition of unemployment. And in the exam, definition also comes and different types of unemployment. The first type of unemployment that we will discuss is seasonal unemployment. Seasonal unemployment are mostly found in rural areas. Now children, what is seasonal unemployment? You see that we have studied in chapter story of Palampur also that farming and agriculture is not a full-time work. Mostly the farmers, they are busy in sowing and harvesting season when the seeds are sown and the crops are harvested or cut. And in the mid period, the farmers don't have any work. So the time period when the farmers are not having any work, they are unemployed due to lack of work. And as they don't have any opportunity to work outside the village, they are not working. And the situation that they are facing, that situation is known as seasonal unemployment. Okay. And the seasonal unemployment is mostly found in which area? It is found in rural areas. So this is known as what? Seasonal unemployment. So if in exam the question comes, what is seasonal unemployment? You have to write this. Now after seasonal unemployment, the next is disguised unemployment. So disguised unemployment is also found where? In rural areas only. Disguised unemployment, once again, it is a situation in which a person feels that he is employed, but he is unemployed because his contribution to the total production, his contribution to the work which he is doing is nil. Okay? So, if you find it complicated, I will explain you with help of example. Suppose in a village, in a rural area, a family is there, and in that family, 4 sons are there. Among that 4 sons, they are having a small plot of land. In that daily they are going to the farm and doing the production activity, doing farming, and whatever the crops are produced, it is shared equally among all the 4 sons. Suppose a day it happens that from those 4 brothers, 2 of them get work in a factory outside the village. They go for the work. What happens when they go outside the village? They get additional income and the income of the family increases. Now we'll be feeling that now. What will happen to that house? The agriculture production will suffer. The rest 2 brothers, they will feel very hard working alone. No children, it does not happen so. Production remains same because the plot of land was small, the work was not much that 4 people were required. The work was only of the 2 or 1 brothers. The rest 2 brothers, they went to the farm daily, they did the work, and agriculture production did not suffer at all. Why it did not suffer at all? Because that work only required the effort of 2 people, but 4 people were involved because they were not getting work anywhere due to lack of employment opportunities. So what is the situation over here? The rest were disguisedly unemployed. So this type of unemployment is prevailing in at present also it is there in rural areas. Because what is the mentality if anyone does not get any work anywhere, if he is not educated and skilled, he feels that I have the landed property and I will work in my farms. Nobody can deny, nobody can say that you cannot work in the farms. So in our country still people, those who don't have any work anywhere, they work in their farms. And our whole agriculture sector is overburdened with the people. And most of the people are disguisedly unemployed. This is what known as what? Disguised unemployment. And the last type of unemployment that prevails mostly in the urban areas is educated unemployment. Educated unemployment, all of you must be aware of this type of unemployment. Mostly you see in the urban areas, thousands of young generation, young students, they are having good degrees, they are having good qualification, but due to lack of employment opportunities, though they are having qualification, though they are having degrees, postgraduate, graduates, degree holders, they don't get job easily. And due to not getting job, they just they do the work which is beyond their capacity. That means they are not capable of doing that type of work they have to do due to lack of employment opportunities. Okay. So, mostly many educated people due to lack of employment opportunities, they are not getting any job. So, this type of unemployment is known as educated unemployment. And mostly it is found in which area? Urban area. And it is written in your book that a paradoxical situation prevails. That means once we are saying that we have dearth of, we have shortage of scientific inventions, we have shortage of technology, and on the other hand, the educated people, the young generation of our country, those who have merit, they are migrating to foreign countries because they have lack of employment opportunities over here. So this is the paradoxical situation which prevails in the urban area and mostly in educated section of a country. So this is known as what? Educated unemployment. And mostly educated unemployment is found in which area? In urban area. So we have discussed the different types of unemployment in our country. And a separate question can also come that how unemployment is a wastage of resource. Yes, unemployment is a wastage of resource in our country. Due to unemployment, what is happening? Many human resources, many human beings are not able to give their capabilities for development of the nation. You see that many people are living below poverty line, they're not sending their children to school. And due to this, what is happening? The children, those who should grow up and work for the development of the nation, what they are doing? They are doing just different types of unskilled and manual work as they are not educated. And as we say that thousands and lakhs of children, they are not getting educated, they are not literate, they are illiterate, and due to this they don't get better job, they are unemployed. And what is happening? They become liability on the economy and nation, and we can say that wastage of resources, human resources, is taking place in our country. So due to unemployment, wastage of resources is there in our country. So these are the different things that we have discussed about what is unemployment, what are different types of unemployment, and lastly we have discussed that how unemployment is a wastage of resource in a country. So today with this we have concluded the lesson, and now we'll discuss once again in short what we have discussed in this lesson. The first part and which type of questions come from this lesson. The first part we discussed is regarding a population can be considered as asset and a liability. Then we discussed that how human resources can be converted into human beings can be converted into human resources. They can be converted by inculcating education, skill and training. Then we discussed that what steps are being taken by government to encourage and develop education sector, in which we discussed Sarv Shiksha Abhiyan, midday meal schemes, Navodaya Vidyalaya, bridge courses and back to campus. Then we discussed about health, what is health and how, what steps are being taken by government to develop the health sector, in which we discussed about the new health policy and the different steps taken by government. And lastly, we discussed about different types of unemployment, in which we discussed seasonal, disguised and educated unemployment. And in the last part, we discussed that what steps are being taken by government to remove unemployment. In that we can take that our government is opening many vocational courses. As you see that a new education policy that just now you have seen in the newspapers and news, you go through the different articles, the more stress is laid on vocational education. Whatever children wants to studies, they should have the option. No forced education should be there on the children. In which stream they have got interest, they should be encouraged to study that stream. So now our government has changed the education policy, in which no children has to study the things which are beyond their interest. And now, according to new education policies, what will happen? The situations will change. Okay, so you should know everything about the current. You have to see the news, you see the magazines, newspapers to know about the new education policy. And mostly the question that comes in exam from this part is how population can be converted into asset, they can be used as asset and liability. What are the different steps taken by government to encourage education? Then what are the different steps taken by government to improve health policies? Then a question can come, discuss the different define unemployment and discuss different type of unemployment. Okay, then a question can come, differentiate between disguised and seasonal unemployment. Then the most important question can come is, what is educated unemployment and what is the paradoxical situation that prevails in educated unemployment? This question can also come. And finally, the last question are, what are the steps taken by government to remove unemployment? So today with this we have completed the discussion of the lesson, discussion of question answer and revision of the lesson. And when in my next video we will discuss the last lesson of political science, that is constitutional design. and after that our revision will be over. Thank you, children.